Sorry, what again the question? How to what?
Give some advice to become entrepreneurs.
Okay, advice to become entrepreneurs, especially to the MSc students. Entrepreneurship is not a easy job actually. You need to be very strong. You're physically, especially your mental. Mentally, you need to be strong. Okay, there because they are very rough right in this entrepreneur journey. Some people see, oh, you can do business, you can do entrepreneurship, you must have a lot of money and those thingy, but then there are quite some of challenges that you need to face. So from there, you need to have a very great support system, especially your family, your friends, and also your alumni as well. And then other than that, if things are hard, just keep going, keep moving forward. If you cannot run, you walk. If you cannot walk, you crawl. You not crawl, you ngesot lah kan. Like aku ngesot. But at least you need to move. Okay, at least you need to move. Keep moving forward. No matter what happen, because there are always a challenge. But we need to remember that there are always a rainbow after a rain, kan? So bila hujan turun, there going to be a rainbow. So the success will be wait for you at the end of your journey. So keep moving forward, keep creating new goals so that you can become creative, and of course never stop learning, because along the way you will learn a lot of things. So I think that's it for me.
Okay, so how about you, Miss Tiffany?
Yeah, I think it's quite the same with Mr. Anwar answer. So we need to learn every day, even if from our competitors. And also, the first thing is you need to make a perfect plan for your business. And also, you know your target market. And then even if it's the perfect business plan from the small things of the plan until the day of your business start. So you need to put the high expectation of your goals. I think it's the most perfect plan for it. So just keep dreaming and do your dream to make it real. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the helpful advice. I'm sure everyone will use it well. So for my last question, what would you say are the top 3 skills needed to be a successful entrepreneur? This is also directed to both of you. Ms. Tiffany, would you like to go first?
It's the top 3, right? Yeah, I think the top 3 is, for the first thing is ambition. The second one is the willingness to learn, and the third one is persistence. If you want to be success, you need to ambition of your dream, of your work, and then you need to learn every day for achieve your goals. And then the persistence, you need to it was the important key to being a success. I think the top 3 it was. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tiffany. How about you, Mr. Khairul?
The top 3 things that I can share is, the first one, never stop learning. Okay, because in this current digital world, there are a lot of things change around us. So never stop learning. From conventional, you go to online business. From online, you go to conventional, and how you can make it both things synergize between each other. And then number 2, keep moving forward, just like I said before. And number 3, keep hustling demi hasil, hustle demi hasil. And of course, at the end of the day, tawakal pada Allah, insyaAllah you will get the result that you want. Itu saja.
Thank you very much for an educational talk. Now, if anyone have any question, I'm sure our panelists will be pleased to answer them.
Okay, thank you to our panels and our moderator for the very educational discussion just now. Now we would like to open chances for the audience to ask questions to our honorable panels. If you have any question, please leave your question on the comment section below and do state which panel would you like to ask. Okay, so we have a few questions from Google Meet, and it's from Mr. Zol. Mr. Zol, would you like to proceed with your question?
Yes, can.
Yes, Mr. Aditya.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello, hello and hi. My name is Zulfadli Arifin Banjar Azam and I'm taking diploma in hospitality and tourism management at MSU. Okay, today I would like to ask a question to Miss Tiffany Dwi Putri. And my question sound like, what challenge have you encountered along the way and how did you solve it and how are you working on it now? That's all from me. Thank you.
So thank you for the question. I think the challenge, the most hard challenge during my career, I think is because COVID-19. So when the first time COVID has come, I need to close my restaurant, and also I think it's also hard because I need to ask my employee to work from home, and unpaid. And to solve it, I provide the home service delivery, so they're still working even though it's not full time. I think it was the hard time for me because I still need to run my business, but the situation was not with me. So I think that's the problem solved for my business because of that problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Tiffany. And Mr. Zo, I hope Miss Tiffany answered your question. So we move to our next question, and it's from Miss Irdina. Miss Irdina, would you like to proceed with your question?
Yes, okay, thank you. All right, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Irdina. So I would like to ask this question to Miss Stephanie also. What is your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur? That's all.
Thank you for your question. I think my favorite aspect of being entrepreneur is because I can increase my skill based on my passion, and also I love to run my own business, so I don't need to work with people. I think that's the most favorite aspect that I love, and also making money. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Tiffany. And I hope the answer reached you, Miss Irdina. Sorry.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we move to our question. So our next question is also from Google Meet, and it's from Mr. Azim. Mr. Azim, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Yes, please proceed with your question.
All right. I would like to ask Mr. Khairul Anwar, what is your greatest fear and how do you manage your fear in business? That's all me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question, Mr. Muhammad Azim. What is my greatest fear? Apa um, okay lah, I can say that the greatest fear is if we do things and then we cannot find a solution. I think that is my greatest fear lah, because I cannot solve the things kan. But then there are always a solution for any problem lah, insyaAllah. For that problem, I can go ask people, I can go ask my circle, and also I can ask my teacher that I learned about entrepreneurship. So from there, we can get the answer lah. So actually, the greatest fear is if we cannot find solution. I think that's it lah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Anwar. So, Mr. Azim, did Mr. Anwar answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Mr. Azim. So, we have another last question, also from Google Meet. It's from Miss Marsha. Miss Marsha, are you there?
Yes. So, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to our honorable panels. So, I want to ask this question specifically to Ms. Tiffany. So, this question is, as being an entrepreneur and businesswoman, there will be a lot of moment you and your team creates, right? So my question is, what has been your most satisfying moment in your business? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Marcia. I think the most satisfying moment is when many people come to my restaurant and they are patient to wait as a waiting list, and they still want to wait. And also the satisfying things is when the sales getting out of my expectation moments. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I would like to thank once again to Mr. Cairo Anwar and Miss Tiffany for answering all the questions. Now, with the last question we answered, it concludes that Jumpstart Your Business to Ignite Your Entrepreneurial Spirit talk has now finished. Next, we move to the other session for Malaysian batik commercialization topic from Miss Siwok binti Harun. Miss Siwok, would you like to proceed?
Hi. Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, Miss Siwok. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, yes, I can hear you, Miss Siwok.
Okay.
Okay. So, would you move on to our topic, which is batik commercialization, Miss Siwok?
Okay, so I just go straight away. I just go straight away, yeah?
Yes, Miss Siwok.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Firstly, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Firstly, thank you to MSU, yeah, because invite me. Actually, I'm not the person, but I try to share with my experience. Okay. My name is Siwok binti Harun. I'm starting my business actually since 1997 until now. And then before that, actually, I take a special course in batik in Institute Craft Negara. It's about 3 years course. Okay. When I start my experience, actually, I have no basic in business, but I try to make it because that time my age is about 22 years old. So when I start a batik. Okay, so before we go to our topic, let me explain to you a bit about batik history in Malaysia. Okay, firstly, it came to Malaysia around 17th century. It's starting from the East Coast. I think everybody know it's starting from East Coast, and then starting from there is from Haji Cik Su and then Batik Mina Pelangis in Terengganu. So that one actually is a history in batik. They are starting with, actually is not the hand-drawn batik, but what I'm doing now is hand-drawn batik. So you can see, I'm going to show you something. You can see me? Everybody can see me? If I, okay, all right. So because
Yes, Miss Iwo.
I'm not sure so used to it. Okay, all right. First, okay. Normally, first batik, they use a stem like this. This is a stem. Uh, Normally, this already make a design, and then normally you just stamp and then to do the design on it on the cloth. And then what normally I do, actually, I'm using the tool. It's called chanting. This is the traditional tool. And then this one is got the size. It's like a M, L, S, and depend on the cloth what you're using. If a thicker cloth, that means a thicker, I mean, a little bit bigger hole. If a small, thinner, like a silk, you use a small hole. So this is the function of the chanting. Okay. Firstly, before you have to commercial your batik, you have to know what is batik. Batik normally actually is a material. It's like a piece of material like this. Yeah. So this is the batik. So normally the original batik, you can see both sides is the same colors and design. Okay. So this actually is a handmade batik. So you have to know before you start making your own product, you have to know batik is a piece of material that using the wax, using the dye, and then after that you have to remove the wax. So before you're making a product, you have to know what type of material you use. Okay, let me show you. This is so one of my product here. This is a handmade batik. Okay, and then let's say like this one is normally the old design, actually old technique, but now it's very popular. Like this one is the tie and dye. So one of the technique of batik. Okay. So hopefully you know already about batik. So now we can go to the topic is how to commercialize batik. Okay. Definition for me actually commercialize, that means you make a new product and then you're going to sell it into market. So that means in the market don't have same product that you have now. Let's say for example, right now you can see normally batik is only dress, a scarf, maybe a cushion cover, or maybe a wall hanging. But now we want to change to something we want to commercial. We want to make something new things that people they can see. So that means it's we make a product not seen in the market right now. Okay, so if we do it same thing, let's say we do a scarf. So all the people before is already make a scarf. So why we make something, even if you can make a different design, but actually it's already there. Why not we change to have something different? Let's say, especially now during this time, the time if you keep doing the same thing, it was I mean, even that's still popular. Let's say dress, everybody use that. But I mean, if you change, and then maybe you can have a big more market, a different market. Okay, let's say for example, like the product, maybe you can change maybe a furniture. Have you seen a furniture in batik? So maybe not, yeah, maybe not so much. So maybe you can maybe let's say like you can do, let's say a bedroom set, yeah, like say a comforter, a pillowcase, or a lamp. Okay, maybe a cup, even a carpet. Yeah, maybe something that you can change. And then let's say maybe we can make like a, let's say dining table. Maybe the cushion we can make from batik, so we can change, because normally you can see only the batik is only a dress. So now you can see, oh, that is a dining table, so something like different, something new. So that means when the people see it, so oh wow, this is something I mean different. But when you make something, you have to know about 3 or 4 aspects that you have to when you make it something. Let's say if you like to make a furniture, For example, let's say, for example, like a dining table. So you have to know where your market going to be. Let's say if you want to make your market to overseas, so you have to know about colors, theme, and design. Okay, for example, colors, market for overseas. You have to know. Normally, they are not like our Malaysia. Malaysia normally we use, let's say, a bright color like red, yellow, blue, green. But if you market your things onto overseas, maybe you have to change the type of color. Maybe they normally they use like a earth tone or whatever. So they can put the furniture in their house. Let's say if you do it the colors, it depend on the Malaysian style. So that means you cannot go further. So that means the product you can sell only in Malaysia. Let's say you want to sell in Africa. So you have to learn about colors, what the African color they like. Normally, like African, they like a brown, orange, maybe a black. Let's say you make it soft tone color. So maybe they don't like it. So you have to learn about when you make a something product to commercialize, you have to learn about colors, where you want to market them. You have to learn about what color they like. Okay, otherwise you cannot go unless they really like, let's say they want to make a Malaysian theme design or whatever. That was okay. But if they want to make in their own room, so you have to learn. Okay, let's say and number two is, let's say, theme. Yeah, theme. Let's say maybe let's say now you're making like because in Malaysia maybe we don't still have let's say a wedding dress, a batik wedding dress. Maybe in Indonesia they have, yeah, but in Malaysia still don't have the wedding dress in batik. I mean the bride, they wearing a batik. So we have to make something, let's say that will be come out very jump out that the people can wear the batik. As normally now the batik is on, I mean the bridesmaid normally they use songket, right? But now we can use batik. So that means you try to make it something new. You want to commercial your things to make something more different, so that the people they can accept. Okay, but that one is under the team. So that means you have to know their team. You have to know the design. You have to know whatever the product you do. You have to know about color and theme. And then one more thing is a design. Design is also very important. Let's say maybe you have to know also about, let's say, if a kid, what they like. If adult, what they like. If you want to make market to overseas, what they like. If you market in Malaysia, what they like. So you have to know the design. You have to learn. You have to look before you make a product. You have to go and search what they like, what type of color, what type of design they want to do. Okay, let's say during this pandemic, okay, mostly you cannot do as like a normal business, right? So everything you have to change. You have to make something new. So if you keep stay in the same thing, maybe you can't go more further. Okay, for example, now you have to know the people mostly they stay at home, and then what you can make something for them. I mean, they can use at home. Yeah, for example, maybe we can make, let's say a tray. Yeah, or we can make like this. This is a coaster, so that means they can use at home. So it's something like a new things. That's but the coaster you can it's many type. It's depend on you. So if you like to make your own product, so you have to know you have to make a research first, how before the product is become to the area like this. So maybe you have to make a prototype or something like that. Okay, so far everybody can understand. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Miss Iwo.
Sure.
Alright. Okay. Alright. So like this one. This is also sample of coaster also. Okay. So we didn't see so much thing like this in the market yet. I mean, normally, especially if hand drawn batik. If a stamping batik, you can see more. Let's say maybe they already make, let's say they make pencil box or pencil case, but normally it's not handmade batik. Normally they are buying the ready-made batik, they cut it out and then make it something. But to make something different, so why don't you have a specialized design? Specialized, let's say, that means you didn't buy a piece of cloth, but you are really mean to make a piece of cloth. That one actually is uh, for uh, for principle. Okay, for example, for now, let's say a mask, yeah, mask that was very popular now. So if you buy a normal mask, is you can see just maybe just blank like that. Or maybe if you just sewing the ready-made batik, you can just see every piece is all same. But you want to something different. So that means, let's say you make it. Let's say I look during during the Christmas time. So let's say this one you can relate to your so that means you also have to know about season before you commercialize. You have to follow the season. Let's say season, if a season overseas, maybe you can follow about season, let's say autumn, winter, spring, or summer. So you have to learn about before you come. You have to learn about that. So what product is suit to that season. But if in Malay, normally we don't have a season like that, but we have a season like, let's say we have a festive season, let's say Hari Raya, or we have a Chinese New Year, we have Christmas thing. Yeah. So what you can do something product to do for that season. Yeah. Let's say you create something especially for that season, for a Christmas, for example, for a Christmas season. So but this one is not very good example. Let's say for this, I'm making for Christmas, this Christmas, a greeting card. So that means this is handmade. So we theme about the Christmas, and then we can write. So, but this is a season. So you have to know this. Maybe you have to plan. You have to know when you want to commercial your things. You have to know if a season start from when until when. Let's say for the Christmas last time, I starting from October, and then maybe just yearly 2 weeks early of December, and after that is no more. So the season you have to know. When you have to limit your product until when. Let's say maybe something like I do is that mean once the people want, I make. When the people want, I make. That is different. So that mean I don't have waste product, because after the season's gone, and then you can't sell, especially like this design. You can't sell in the same season for the next season. Let's say you cannot sell maybe on the February or on this design. So you have to know when the season. You have to know also for Christmas how long, and then you have to know how you limit your product. Let's say maybe normally basically when you do it on your business, you already know how many customer you have. So you can make let's say maybe you have around 300 or 500. So that means you limit your product until for maybe 600. So at least if you have a balance, it's only 100. Let's say if you know your market is 1,000, and then you make it 500 piece, maybe it's not enough. But if you make a product in 500, but your market is 1,000, so is you get less. You should get more, but you get less. So you have to know. So that means the season actually is also very important. Before you want to commercialize your things, you have to know this season is for what. For example, for Chinese New Year, for something, all that festive actually is something like to make something new. Because before that, in batik in Malaysia normally, if Hari Raya, yes, baju kurung, something like that. So why don't you change something different? You try to create something different and you try to commercialize. Okay, let's say now maybe the next season is a school. Maybe, but now it's difficult to say a school season, right? Because of the rain. But okay, let's say a school season. What you can relate your business to a school. So how to do? Maybe you can change. You can make, let's say, a pen cover, or you can make like, let's say, like a bag, a string bag. Like this one is a tote bag. Yeah, but you can make maybe a diary. So the design in front you can change to batik or something. So it's related to the school season. So there is something, let's say, new things that you can create. So that means you didn't, because when you starting the business, you can't follow the other person product, the other person design, the other person start. You have to have your own things before you go to start a business. So that means you have to know, you have to learn what is your strong, and then I mean in your idea, what is your strongest in your business, and then you keep it at, and then after that you can go further and learn, and what is the customer that you can get, and then what type of product you going to make it. Okay, so that is very, very important. You have to plan before you commercialize all your product. Okay, so let's say this is something different. Maybe in batik, we didn't see not so much. Let's say like this one, a legging, a batik legging. Can you see that? But this one I mean
That's
do it.
beautiful actually.
Yeah, this what I'm making, what do you call this flower? Heliconia. Yeah, heliconia design. But you can make. But I think this type in batik you didn't see, right? You didn't see
But it's
this
very rare.
product. So that means you have to do something that different from the other people. So when you do something different, that means you already get you have already strong, because everybody look, oh wow, you do something nice, something different. So maybe they are starting to interested to look at your product. What is your net product? What is your net product? So that means before when you start in whatever business, actually, when you start in whatever business, you have to have a plan. Actually, I have my friend also say, you have to go 10 steps in front of the other people. So that means if you can get 20 steps, it's much better. But let's say when you start a business, you cannot stay like that and then do. No. If you want to be good in business, you have to do, let's say, now when you're starting in 10 products, and after that, maybe next you continue with another new 5 new products. You always have to have a new product. You have to always, otherwise the people maybe see, oh, it's the same, so it's not interesting. Yeah, it's not interesting. So it's much better if you have, let's say, you always have, that mean you have to work hard. Yeah, you have to work hard. You cannot let's say, if myself, when I in this business, so that means when almost I don't have time to myself, it's all for the business. But I try to divide to business, to family, to business, to family, but it's not to myself. So that means I have to work hard. So when you like to start your business, to be a good business woman or businessman, that means you have to know you have to work hard, no choice. Okay, especially about especially right now, this season, the pandemic season, because you can do a market as like a normal market. Let's say me, I'm considered, let's say like, I don't know very well about, let's say, FB or IG or maybe internet thing. This is not my, not my generation. So I have I have to learn. So it's difficult because for me, during the, let's say, pandemic on the March, we started March, right? So before that, I already have, let's say, 20 years already in business in the normal one. So uh, in 20 years you already stable, okay? But right now, on that time, I don't worry anymore. So that means the people already come to me because it's already 20 years. But after the pandemic, the time is changed. It's changed, and then you have to think in 360 different. Everything is changed because everybody stay at home. Everybody cannot go out, and then how to start your business. So what do I do? I have a I take a break. Let's say maybe that is 2 weeks break in the first of March. That time I didn't do nothing, but I still keep thinking, what can I do? How do I want to cooperate my business? How do I on that time, I have to think in different ways. So I have to start with let's say promote in FB, promote in IG, promote in YouTube, and then after that, that is islands. But how? Because you don't know how. So you have to look and learn, keep searching, everything like that. And then one more thing is very important before. When you like to start your business, you always get your customer data. It's very important. So that means every customer come to you, get your data, and then let's say their phone number, their email, and then normally you can write a little note what they always buy from you. Okay. So, and if you have a new product, let's say during the pandemic season, uh, everybody stay at home. So I'm making a little batik kit. That means that kit they can do at home, and then they can make it at home, and then I can so that time I do it already a YouTube channel that I make how to do. So that means if the people don't know how to make, so that means they can look at that my channel, and then they know how to do. So that is after that how to market your product, because during the pandemic you can the people can go to you, but you have to go to your customer. So what do I do is I make a delivery service. Okay. And then lucky by that time, even I cannot go out, but my husband actually was a Grab driver. So what I do, I send my things to the my husband, and my husband send to the customer, so they can make all the batik at home. But you have to have new things. Let's say a new design, a new style. Maybe like normal, a lot of people they do a batik kit like just a piece of like this square. Yeah? So you can change maybe to make something different. Let's say you can change to be a gift box. Okay. And then after that you can change to be, let's say, like this, a bookmark. So this is the empty design. So that means they can color here. All right. So maybe in the market you cannot see, like let's say a bookmark like this. They can try. So that's why I make something like, say, new things that something normally bookmark you can buy a ready-made one, right? But this one they can do at home. They color at home, so that means they make themselves. So it's something like, say, interesting things that they can make. They can do. Even the batik itself actually is old. Is old. Let's say 17th century, but it's old. But from there, so we can change. So I make it. Yeah. So something that say something new. So okay, that is about the design about this. Okay, so after that we have to know a little bit about when you want to commercial your design, uh, you have also to know a little bit about especially about new things right now. Have everything has been changed. Uh, Maybe before that your market is only uh, in the local market. So, but now you can go to a global market because during this pandemic, so the market is already, I think, it's become more bigger and bigger. Even the people cannot go out or whatever. So, but the market actually is become bigger. Everybody now looking is in the internet shopping or something like that. So everything what you do, you have to relate with the market. What is I mean the seasons now? How to market your things in the like this time? Because I think we are going to have this problem maybe until maybe 1 or 2 years more. So starting from now, if you already start, you have to work hard. You have to get your business. I mean, you have to know where is your market, what is your product, where is your things like that. Okay. So far, anything you can need to ask or something like that so far?
Yeah, thank you, Miss Iwo, for the batik commercialization topic. We hope this information is useful for the audience. And yeah, we do have a question for you from Google Meet. It's from Mr. Azim. Mr. Azim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd like to ask Ms. Siwo regarding what is the fundamental of batik actually?
Sorry?
Fundamental of batik.
Fundamental of batik.
Yeah.
It's mean. Can you explain about the question?
Mr. Azim, can you repeat your question, please?
What is it? The fundamental, the the basic or core part of batik. I mean the basic part of batik. The main part.
The main part means product itself or the main part you mean the product itself. Okay.
The product itself, yes.
Okay, for the main product actually normally the batik is let's say the apparel, like say dress, something like that. Okay, so the main actually you can when you like to make something product, so you have to know the type what you want to do. Let's say you want to make a cushion cover, for example, like that. So you have to know the cloth, okay, what type of cloth you using. So normally for the cushion cover, what type of cloth that is a suit for the cushion cover, or let's say maybe a cotton or silk or something, but maybe the silk is not good for the cushion cover. So you have to know about the base things. Let's say what material, and then after that the material, and then for what is your product. Okay, let's say if you make a mistake in choosing the material, choosing the cloth, and then maybe when you make it something, it won't work very well. Let's say if you like to make, let's say a bag like this, so maybe if to stay a little bit longer, you can't make on silk. So you have to know the base on the bag, actually what is the type of cloth, and then after that what type of design. Okay, is that okay? What is you get it? Is that I must answer your question? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Miss Iwo. The question is a little bit confusing, but I hope it's answer your question, Mr. Azim.
Yeah,
So,
because can you use a simple English, please?
okay.
Or maybe you can change that question into Malay and then I can answer.
Okay, thank you, Miss Iwo. So we have another question, also from Google Meet. It's from Miss Irdina.
I would like to ask this question. What is the difference between Indonesian batik and Malaysian batik? That's all.
Okay, all right. I like this topic actually. We also have your alumni, right, from Indonesia. So maybe she also, I'm so sorry if I make a mistake, okay, about the Malaysian and Indonesia, but maybe later on she can tell about if I'm right or not, okay? All right, so batik actually is the same, Indonesia and Malaysia. But of course, it's something have a different. Batik, Malaysia and Indonesia is, for me, is like mother and daughter. You know, it's because batik itself is in Indonesian word, it's called amba and tritik. Amba is they take a bar, and then tritik is a dot dot dot. So that means amba is a writing a dot. So that means they take a bar and then they take. Actually, that is from Indonesian words itself. Okay, that's why now all the people know is batik, batik, batik. So that means batik means is writing batik, writing a dot. Okay, what is the difference in between batik Malaysia in Malaysia and Indonesia? I can divide maybe onto three things. One is about the design. Okay, if you look at the Indonesian design, normally they keep control all traditional design. It's same from last until now. For example, let's say if they have a Parang Rusak, they have what from Mega Bendong. So the design is already old design. So that means they keep it old design until now. Yeah, so they still even that design old, but they are still using. Yeah, they're still using. But it's different in Malaysia. Malaysia is actually use pen, it's drawing. So it's every design is free design. Okay, free design. So that means if the artist is passed away, so that means the design is also passed away. And then if a new artist coming, so they already make a new design. So you can't see maybe traditional is like pucuk rebung, but you not use. Not so many design pucuk rebung. It's always the design is always change and become contemporary. Contemporary is different. Okay, and after that the colors you can see very different in between Indonesia and Malaysia. If Indonesia normally they have, let's say like say dark blue, they have brown, they have maroon, they have light brown or creamy color. Normally like that. You can see when you look at Indonesia, they always like that. So they mean, let's say you now maybe everybody can know about the batik viral, like a shirt or men's shirt, right? So now what you see the color is flat, brown, black, gray, maybe dark blue. I think only that you can see the colors. But if in Malaysia, you can see something like say something like this, yeah, it's a bright color or soft color, something like this. But this is considered wall painting, so that's why I make a different. But for to be a dress, normally it's not so much color. We're using a very soft color. Let's say maybe pastel color. A lot of people like that. Okay. All right. So another one is before that is the design coloring, and after that is the one more is about the between. Okay, how they make it. All right, how they make it also is different. Actually, the basic thing they also use the chanting, but normally how they do is they do, let's say like this, and then they draw, they take a wax and then draw like that. They put their hand and then put the cloth on the hand. That is how to. So that is already different. Okay, but in Malaysia it's different. I have let's say a stretcher like this. I have a stretcher. Normally I have to stretch all the cloth onto the wood, and then when the cloth is stretched, and then you start drawing. So that means you have to stretch. You draw on the stretcher on the frame. Okay, if a bigger so that means Indonesian style, when they do the drawing, they only sitting. But in Malaysia, normally they stand. They stand, and then if a 4 meter long, so that means you have a frame 4 meter long. Indonesia, even 4 meter, you are stay in the same, I mean, you can stay in the same place and then just draw. So this is the different in between. So three different things for me is how they make it, the colors and design. Okay, that's all. All right. So anything else you can understand? So you want to ask more?
Mr. Edina, are you okay?
Okay. And one more question.
Sure.
What is the difference between traditional batik and modern batik?
Okay. For me, traditional batik different than the modern batik is only about the design, because how to make is the same. Yeah, because if you change the way how to make it, it's not called batik anymore. Because basically batik, you have to have the wax, the dye, and then the chanting. Yeah, so this is batik. But if you cannot change, even all they use the same thing. Now they also use the same thing. So the different design is only let's say traditional design. Maybe you can see pucuk keladi, pucuk rebung, awan larat. That is a traditional design. But also now they already we have, let's say like this one is not a good sample actually, but like this one is you can see this is a modern style, let's say abstract. So this one is not considered traditional. That is different. That means only a design. The cloth, how to make it, and then maybe colors. Colors also a little bit different from old and then new one. Normally the old one, the colors normally is also quite a dark, but new contemporary design. So now we can following let's say festive season colors. Let's say maybe we following, let's say if for the furniture we can following like English style. So the colors is already different. So it's we are looking, I mean, we are go more further. So the design, the colors is also very different, maybe pastel or something like that. So the difference is only the design and the colors. How to do what to do. The material is all same. Okay, got it?
Okay, thank you, Miss Siwo. That is such a great answer actually. We have another question from Google Meet. It's from Mr. Zol. Mr. Zol? Mr. Zol, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, proceed.
Okay, hello, my name is Zulfadli Arifin, and I would like to ask about what is the important preserve of batik?
Preserve. Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Zol, can you repeat the question? Mr. Zol, can you repeat the question?
Hello.
Okay, now I can hear you. Okay, sorry.
Okay, sorry. Question is, why is
Simple,
it important? Yes.
a simple English. Okay, all right.
Why
Proceed.
is it important to preserve batik?
Preserve mean?
It's mean how to mengekalkan batik itself. Miss Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, how to preserve batik, okay. All right. For me, what I'm doing now actually, what I'm doing now actually is how to preserve. Okay, for example, my business actually is teaching things. I mean, to make sure the people know about batik. I starting this already 24 years ago, and then on 1997, you maybe you cannot see so much place where you can go and then you can know about batik. You can make your own batik. It's very difficult to find a place like that. Now maybe you can see a lot. So that means that is how I try to make sure the batik, the people now they know about batik. So this is only the way. If you have to make sure all the new generation now is know about batik. So what do? Is I do like my things. I open the class, I open things so the people can come and learn. So from that, from the youngest kid, they know how to make a batik. So from that, maybe they can start fall in love in batik, and then hopefully in the next 10 more years, so lots of people uh, already really appreciate about batik. They can use all the batik. I mean, hopefully all the new generation now they know how what is batik, and then they like. Actually, the important thing is they like to use the batik. If they know but they don't like, I think it's not good, right? So they know and then they like to use. So that means all the entrepreneur, they can make their own product and then they can sell it. If they know they don't like, and then it's not a problem. So what do I do? What do we can do is, so that means we can start teaching people, a new younger people right now. We start doing let's say talk about batik. What you do now? Let's say in my miss you do now. So what is batik? What is what they can do in batik? Normally batik is very boring. They use only a dress. They use only a scarf. They use sarong. Only batik sarong. I mean, it's not something that maybe now the younger generation they don't use sarong anymore. They don't like. So maybe you can change the sarong design, but you can make a pants. That's something different. That means this is how you to preserve. So I mean how to make sure the people still like it and still use it. Otherwise, the people not in love, not do. So that means for me, it's not. I think this situation is not starting from us. I mean, from parents, the teachers also is need to help to make sure this batik industry is still alive. I mean, if we, because now maybe batik canting, stamping, or how to make a stamp is not lots of people know how to make it already. So if the old generation now is gone, and then how we are going to make sure this one stay? So we have to start from now. We have to start, let's say, maybe short class to make sure the people know, okay, about what is this, and then when they like, so we can go further. We can teach them more and more and more, and after that, we hopefully the batik will stay longer and longer. Otherwise, now because we have to make it, we have to promote all batik because now we have lots of competition from the other country. Let's say from China, they already making batik there, but they not make a handmade batik. Yeah, they print out. They use a design, then print out. But I think that is not batik. But because of the people they didn't know, they can, I mean, all the printed batik from China, they're selling in very low price compared to handmade design, handmade batik. So we cannot, original batik we cannot compete because it's too much different. And then how this is, we need all the people in Malaysia, we need help, we need to give the people know about batik and appreciate actually our art. I think this is how we're going to make sure the batik stay in Malaysia. Otherwise, it's all gone. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Miss Yo and Mr. Zol. We do have a lot of questions, but sadly we need to end this Q&A session because we don't have much time left. So thank you, Miss Yo, once again for the batik commercialization topic. We hope that this sharing session reach all the audience that join our program today. Okay, with that, it concludes our ceremony has ended. On behalf of SHCA ENVEX, organizer from School of Hospitality and Creative Arts, we would like to thank once again to Mr. Azizul bin Jamaluddin, Dean, School of Hospitality and Creative Arts, our honorable panels and guests, and all the audience who attend our program today. But before we end this event, I would like to request our panels, as well as our moderator and our organizer, to turn on your camera for a photo session. So for those who are joined the Google Meet, can you please turn on your camera for a photo session? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, again, once again, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. A gentle reminder to all MSc students, before you leave this session, please don't forget to scan the QR code and upload your snapshot of participation in the Google form for GEMS purposes. For the presenter who are taking the subject entrepreneurship skills, there will be another GEMS code at the end of the event later. But before we officially end this event, we have a montage video for the audience to watch. Please enjoy. Okay. Again, I would remind to all students who are taking the subject entrepreneurship skills, there will be another GEMS code at the end of the event. So for the panels and our dean and our organizer, you may leave the Google Meet, and so we may proceed to our next agenda. Thank you. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.
Thank you. Waalaikumsalam. Bye.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you to all the panelists.
Okay, hi Mr. Fawaz. Can you hear me? Mr. Fawaz, boleh dengar tak? Oh dah. Dah. Assalamualaikum Mr. Azizul. Sir Azizul. Untuk session pagi ni dah habis dah. So kita boleh proceed dengan ETR punya presentation. So dah boleh leave lah sebab kami nak end Google Meet ni.